Hey folks, it's Tom, your frugal prepper. In case you missed my video from yesterday, the water pump started leaking on the old Hyundai. I had to, pull the timing belt and everything off. Went ahead and put on a new timing belt kit. Used the DJENG made in Korea bearings and a Gates Korea belt. And got that all put back. I put new serpentine belts on it. It runs, but it's making a sound like there's a bearing going out somewhere. Now that could be, I'm hoping, an alternator, power steering pump. Hopefully, well, could be AC compressor. I don't know. But I need to figure out what's making the noise before I drive it too much. Because if it is one of those bearings on the timing belt, on the idler or the tensioner, well, that could be catastrophic if it fails. So I'm going to go ahead and just diagnose this real quick. And then I'll be doing a video here, probably two, later on the PT Cruiser. I've got to take a look at it today. It's got some idling, stalling issues. And I got to take a look at my mom's Buick. It's got wheel speed sensor codes, I do believe. It's got traction control light. It's probably wheel speed sensor. So I guess I'll go ahead and take you out here and we'll take a look at this Hyundai and see if we can get this diagnosed. I got it running here. Obviously it needs an exhaust repair, which is coming soon. But so it doesn't, I'm not hearing it right now, but if I rev it up a little, it'll come out. See if you can hear this. There's a bearing sound. It sure sounds like it might be coming from inside that timing cover. So it sounds like when I put my ear up, I'm hearing it in the timing cover, but you don't know. Problem is these noises transfer all over the place. Yesterday with the stethoscope, it sounded like it might be coming from a power steering pump. So what I'm going to do to diagnose this is just take some belts off one at a time. This has 3 belts. It's got one that feeds the water pump and the alternator, and then the water pump feeds the power steering pump. So since I can get to it from up top, I'm going to take that water pump alternator belt off first, and then if we have to see if the noise goes away. If that doesn't do it, then we'll take the belt off that feeds the AC compressor and see if the noise goes away. Then with no belts turning, if the noise doesn't go away, we know it's got to be in the timing cover, which means we got to tear this all back apart. Alright, so let's go ahead and take this alternator loose. Loosen it the right way. Okay, so what I gotta do is get this little bolt here loose. That should be loose enough. Then we can reach down here and loosen this guy. That's the 12. I gotta get the bottom bolt loose on this alternator. that's loose. See if we can get this belt up here. This thing will move. Alright, well, we still got our noise. So that eliminates alternator, water pump, power steering pump. So we got AC compressor with a clutch. Now, it makes a noise whether the AC compressor is engaged or not. I've already tested that. So it looks like the problem might be in the timing cover. Now I've got to take this little plastic shield off. There's supposed to be two 10mm bolts. One of them snapped off a long time ago, so it's just got this one over here. Go get me a wrench and get that out of there. Alright, so over here is our tensioner, and I'm just going to go ahead and loosen this up with this little bolt right back here, and I think that's a 12. It is. Right, that tensioner pulley looks a little suspect. I gotta work it off the AC compressor first. There we go. I can feel it grinding a little. I mean, it's spinning. Feels a little grindy. I don't know if that's our noise or not. Let's stick this back up on here so I don't lose these parts. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. That bolt's about to come out the back. Oh, boy. It's in the timing components because there's nothing else spinning right now. Gotta tear the timing cover back off. Okay, so I got the top cover off of this timing belt, and you can see the tensioner here. I can see where there's some rubber rubbing off of the belt onto this tensioner. It tells me it might not be turning quite as well as it should be. I did back the tension off on it a little bit, and it quieted down. It's not as noisy, but it's still making a noise. So I think this tensioner might actually be bad. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and fire this up again and listen to this right on this tensioner with the stethoscope and see if I hear the noise. And we'll see what's going. We'll see if that's what it is. I think at this point, you know, if that tensioner's bad, I don't necessarily trust the pulley, the idler pulley either. So I'm going to have to go ahead and pull this lower timing cover off, get the harmonic balancer and everything off too, and just replace them both with. It's the weekend. I need to get this running so I can drive it to work. So as much as I hate to, I'm gonna have to run up to the AutoZone or Advance or whatever and get the Chinese ones. But hopefully they'll last until this thing sees the crusher, until it's finished rusting out anyway. Yep, I just listened to it with the idler. I'm doing a little more rubber coating on this guy now. This tensioner is bad. You can hear it grinding in that bearing. Like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and take the time and get it done right, because I need my vehicle to get to work. I'm going to go ahead and replace both of these. I got some 25% off coupon for Advance. I think the tensioner is 36 bucks, the idler pulley is 20. So we'll just get the 25% off, get that picked up, and we'll go ahead and get these both replaced. I think that Gates belt is fine. You know, it's only been run a little bit. It's not damaged at all, so we're just going to reuse the belt. Alright, so I got this Daco timing kit. I had to drive over to the next town and get it from Pet Boys. None of the places here in my town had it in stock. So this is the tensioner pulley. It feels really nice and smooth. I can tell you it turns easier than the other one did. And this one really turns nice and easy too. You can see it, like, you know, nice and smooth, no play in it. So these are also made in Korea. But you see right here, it says Heco ENCC something. I don't know. It's like a different engineering company. Hopefully not the same company that made the last ones, but who knows anymore. So anyway, we're gonna put these on and try this out and see if it works. All right, I've got the belt back on here, tensioned up. Got the pulley back on. I'm just gonna temporarily start it to make sure the noise is gone before I put this thing all the way back together again. So let's start it up. Sounds perfect now. No noise in the bearings or anything. That's what I wanted to hear. Might be kind of hard for you guys to hear on camera what's normal noise and what's not with the loud exhaust, but you know, I can hear the normal valve train noise there. That's all perfectly fine, but that groaning that I was hearing is gone. So I'll pull this harmonic balancer back off now, get the timing covers on, and get this reassembled. Take me about an hour or so, and hopefully this thing will be done. I got a new valve cover gasket for it because it's just starting to seep a little, but I can do that another day. This is good to get me back and forth to work now. Alright, there we go. Everything's spinning and turning and working like it's supposed to. All the pulleys are turning and bolts. No noises. I'm happy with that. So hopefully here next week I'll get my friend to put this up on the lip, maybe help me weld a new flex pipe on it and quiet the exhaust down. It should be good to go for another 100,000 miles. Alright folks, well, those DJENG timing belt components, that tensioner was bad. Like I said, the idler pulley didn't seem like it was bad, but once I had the tensioner that was bad, I really didn't want to use either of those components, so I replaced them with the diagnose that were also made in Korea but had different markings on them completely. So I don't think they were made in the same place. Probably just a different company. That might be Auto 7, which makes them for Hyundai. So I'm happy that the car's done. It sucks I had to do the job twice. The other thing that might be a good idea, which I should have done the first time, let's go ahead and fire it up and listen to it real quick with the timing belt on, with no timing cover. If you do that, make sure you put the washer that goes under the pulley and the pulley back on, because that's what holds the gear and the belt in place. Without that big washer that goes back there, the belt will walk off. And without any cover there to kind of hold it, probably going to end up ruining the engine. But you know, make sure it doesn't make any noise before you bolt everything back together. If I'd done that yesterday, then I would have known, got the parts, and got it fixed right the first time. So I'm on to troubleshoot another car, and I'll be doing a video on that as well. I'll talk to y'all later. This is Tom, your Frugal Prepper.